Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed APFC Lightweight Championship. Sponsored by Diamante, sanctioned by the Wisconsin Department of Safety and Professional Services. Commissioner Mary Murphy Edwards. The 3 judges scoring this title bout are Gabe Sabatis, Mike Rogers, and Zach Gursky. And your referee in charge is Tom DeVellis. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. Official weight, 155.3 pounds. And he comes in tonight with a record of 7 victories with 2 losses. And fighting out of Lamena, Illinois, Angelo, the Surgeon Tsakopoulos. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and officially weighed in at 155.3 pounds. Coming in tonight with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss, and fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Leo El Niño de Oro Sabala.
All right, gentlemen, join me in the middle. All right, run over the rules in the back. Expect a clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Don't touch gloves. Do it now. Back, go. Let's do this.
Tom DeVellis, third man inside for this championship amateur lightweight bout. 3 5-minute rounds to determine who will be the 155-pound champion here in the amateur divisions at APFC, Leo Sabala or Angelo Tsakopoulos.
Tsakopoulos just slowly but surely stalking Sabala's back to the cage here, absorbing those leg kicks.
Nice right hand there from Sabala. But to your point, Tsakopoulos just...
Don't grab the cage.
Oh! Big lift there from Sabala. If you're nicknamed the Surgeon, you're going to have a very regimented approach, I would say, to your fights, David.
And he's being extremely surgical with how he's wrestling, isolating that high C, looking to get Sabala down. Sabala able to work back to his feet.
Beautiful knee on the exit there from Sabala.
Sabala, one of the more gritty fighters I think we've seen here in the APFC. He's a guy that can be down but is never out.
I believe that chick was partially checked there from Sabala onto Tsakopoulos. The Surgeon again clinching Sabala up against the cage.
Tsakopoulos definitely comfortable in this over-under position, transitioning now to the double unders. Maybe look for him to try to pick a side and toss Sabala over towards, as we just saw with that right leg trip here. Bit of a Greco-Roman wrestling approach here so far by Tsakopoulos.
Clearly checking all the boxes in the strength and conditioning department. Angelo Tsakopoulos winning these sequences here from Sabala. But what makes Leo Sabala so unique is that ability to shift momentum at any time, David.
He definitely has that it factor, that thing you can't really quite put your finger on it. But as I said earlier, he can be down, but you can never count him out. He's always in a fight.
And when we spoke to him in our fighter meetings, El Niño de Oro was so lasered in on this championship moment, nothing is going to stop him. 3 minutes remain in round number 1. Tsakopoulos again offering some knees to the midsection. Sabala trying to make some space and strike. Nice right hands from El Niño de Oro, but the Surgeon finding some sharp strikes upstairs.
Tsakopoulos comfortable just marching forward, laying his weight on Sabala. Sabala doing a great job finding those crevices to move out, hitting angles, throwing punches off of those angles.
Midway point of round number 1. You talk about these 3 5-minute rounds, how that could weigh in on these amateurs, right? Leo Sabala not having gone this pace before.
No, he hasn't, but he seems to be very comfortable up to this point, mixing it up very well. Goes up top with a combination of 3-2, isolates the double leg, sits Sabala down in his butt. Let's see where he looks to build from this point on. Stop.
Well, I suppose it's not 3 5-minute rounds. I guess it's still 3-3. Either way, heading to the second frame, David Evans, a very closely contested first couple minutes, right? Felt like the surgeon had a lot more pressure, right? Better presence in the cage, but Sabala, very sharp pocket boxing.
Sabala did a great job with his lateral movement, moving in and out, and then also finding angles to find the shots, whereas Tsakopoulos just kind of was more direct in his approach, marching forward. Those head kicks are something we definitely have to keep an eye on behalf of Sabala going forward in this fight. But the wrestling here of Tsakopoulos, I mean, that's a great way to end a round. He got right to it, was able to get Sabala to his butt. I mean, so if I'm a judge at this point in the fight, I got to say, hey, you end the round on top, I'll probably give you the nod.
Leo Sabala again rides into tonight on a 3-fight win streak. Angelo Tsakopoulos, back-to-back victories, have buoyed him to this championship opportunity. El Nino de Oro, the hometown hero, looking to raise gold in Milwaukee. Nice left hand there from Sabala.
Sabala doing a great job with his defense as Tsakopoulos marches forward, throwing some punches, looking to get Sabala's back against the cage. Sabala is sneaking that head kick in transition, and it's very unique, but we have to keep our eyes open for that.
A lot of creative striking from both of these guys in this clinch distance. Feels like Sabala is trying to find that uppercut too frequently maybe in this close proximity.
If you're going to throw it, that's the best place to throw the uppercut. You don't really ever want to throw it from range. It's dangerous. You're always going to catch an overhand over the top. So if you're going to throw it, he's doing it in the right place, but I wouldn't live or die by it.
Sabala trying to isolate that right leg from Tsakopoulos, builds back to his feet. 2 minutes remain in this second round, and the surgeon continuing to chip away at the golden child.
Tsakopoulos is extremely methodical. He's not very much flash coming from his side. Straightforward, in your face, setting up the basic striking fundamentals into the wrestling where he seems to be very comfortable. Right now, looking to isolate the outside single. Sabala doing a great job spinning his back off the cage. Head kick comes up top.
Both fighters trying to trade head kicks there. Feels like Sabala clipped the surgeon with a little bit more substance on it. Midway point of round number 2.
Oh, yes, time.
Low blow there. Sorry, David.
A little bit of an unintentional low blow on behalf of Tsakopoulos. It happens at times. Ref's gonna warn him.
This gives Sabala a little bit of a breather, right? Time to catch his breath. Same for Tsakopoulos. And again, when you think about the complexion of this second round, it's been all Angelo Tsakopoulos. Here's a closer look at that low blow brought to you by Diamante Eyewear. Ooh. You can clearly see that one.
There's no arguing that one. Of course, I don't believe it was intentional by Tsakopoulos. It happens just positionally trying to bring the knee up to the midsection.
And for Leo Sabala, right, this is a frustrating wrench that's thrown at him, but certainly not one that's going to seriously impact his fighting ambition and spirit.
It should not. He definitely is going to be able to keep his head in the game.
Action continues here in the second round. Sabala trying to find some crafty striking on the feet. There's a right-hand connection. Again, though, Sabala seems to indicate that another low blow might have gotten through.
Tsakopoulos just marches forward, man, like non-stop through everything that Sabala throws at him. He wants to attach himself to Sabala, get him to the ground. He likes getting in this inside or outside single leg position here. Sabala, bit of a scramble. Perhaps Tsakopoulos does not want to play the 50-50 game on the feet.
And now El Nino de Oro in the commanding grappling spot. 30 seconds to go. Can Leo Sabala find some exclamation points in the fading moments of round 2? And if you're Tsakopoulos, this has got to be frustrating, David, right? You're the one that's been pressing the grappling, but now Sabala has got you glued up against the cage.
Well, there's one thing about pressing the grappling, and then there's another thing about being efficient with your grappling. So he's been marching forward and he's been pressing the exchanges, but there hasn't been much return on the attempts on the behalf of Tsakopoulos, whereas Sabala is still in the game. Tsakopoulos is doing a lot of work and getting little ROI on his approach to the grappling.
Both guys taking deep breaths after that second round. Tsakopoulos hands on the knees. Leo Sabala still maybe seemingly affected from that low blow. Here's some replays from the second. A lot of jockeying for control in this clinch sequence, and that's where you're seeing some real creative striking from both guys, David.
More so from Sabala. I think he's being extremely creative, and I think he's just taking the initiative to try to create action in the striking department, whereas Tsakopoulos, he's fundamentally marching forward, being extremely methodical. I mean, he's doing nothing wrong, but as these rounds weigh on, the gas tank starts to deplete a little bit, and I think that's where we'll see Sabala fight his way back into this.
Well, they don't call him El Niño de Oro for nothing. He is not coming for silver here at APFC 20. He wants that gold amateur title. Third and final round between Angelo Tsakopoulos and Leo Sabala is underway.
Let's go.
Sabala with a huge right hand over the top to start things off. Nice kick to the midsection as well. Tsakopoulos might be a little bit out of gas, David.
Sabala opening up, and he's taking advantage of it. We're seeing him mix up the strikes. His lateral movement is still there. His feet are still fresh. So now look for him to just dance around Tsakopoulos. However, Tsakopoulos is still in this. Definitely throwing some strikes of his own, but not really taking the initiative to get to the grappling exchanges like he has been up to this point, man.
There's just a degree of intensity that is no longer on Tsakopoulos' shots, whereas Sabala seems to only be growing more and more as this fight continues. Another right hand from Sabala. Tsakopoulos tries the leg kick, eats a shot upstairs. Tsakopoulos doing a very intelligent job of not overcommitting on any of these strikes, David. Really just touching Leo Sabala.
Just touching. I think he's trying to find himself back into range to get his hands on Sabala. Maybe start grappling a little bit. Get to that over-under position. Throws a head kick of his own.
El Niño de Oro showboating, but he's got to be careful, right? You don't want to eat too many of these strikes.
Not only that, but he continues to give up real estate to Tsakopoulos. Even though he's moving laterally, he's taking a bit, one too many steps back, so it looks as if Tsakopoulos is controlling the canvas here.
And there are still questions about the judging for this one, right? Who knows who could be up or down? So if you're Sabala, leave everything in the cage in this final minute.
60 seconds left. Both of these guys are wearing it up to this point. Sabala still in it. Tsakopoulos still in it. Let's see who puts the pedal to the metal and tries to walk away with this one.
Tsakopoulos with a few chipping leg kicks. Sabala with a straight jab.
Nice overhand by Tsakopoulos.
Oh! Tsakopoulos indicating a low blow, but Tom DeValice waits a moment, now calls the intervention.
Go back in the corner. Take a second. Take it. Okay.
Here's a look at that low blow from Sabala onto Tsakopoulos.
Up against. No! How do you not see that? Your foot came clearly up.
Leo Sabala trying to indicate that it wasn't a low blow. Tom DeValice instructing him it was. Tsakopoulos does have 5 minutes if he wants it, David.
Absolutely hit him in the gut, but after, yeah, he can look close, but it was after he hit kicked in the nuts.
You can hear the exchange between Leo and Tom DeValice.
It's all good.
You can't commend the kid for...
I think Tsakopoulos is going to take as much time as he needs. He was starting to look a little weathered coming into this one. We still got 2 more rounds to go, Ben.
I know, the papers I'm working with, maybe not the most up-to-date. 30 seconds remain in this third round of 5, potentially. Sabala storming down Tsakopoulos. Another left hand sneaks into the breadbasket. Tsakopoulos on the retreat.
Sabala lives for these type of fights. He wants to be gassed. He's not afraid to take a shot, to give a shot. Very entertaining to watch. Looks like he's overwhelming Tsakopoulos a little bit.
Leo Sabala really playing to the hometown crowd here, taunting, intimidating Angelo Tsakopoulos, who, if you look at Tsakopoulos, right, he looks weathered ahead of this 4th round.
Tsakopoulos taking the stool. Sabala opts not to. Little bit of gamemanship here in between rounds. Here we have the replays. Tsakopoulos marching forward early on. Sabala, however, still in this fight. Both of these guys just trading head kicks, trading shots, going toe-to-toe with each other. Sabala has did a great job attacking the midsection, however, went just a little bit too low on that one, but stayed in the fight, stayed on his opponent, and just overwhelmed Tsakopoulos towards the latter part of that round.
4th round here, championship frame of this amateur lightweight title fight. Angelo Tsakopoulos seems to be fading, whereas Leo Sabala has come to play here at the Potawatomi Casino. Starting off strong here, both fighters exchanging kicks. Tsakopoulos trying to find success in the pocket. Sabala wearing and tearing here.
Sabala doing a great job being evasive, nice head movement, countering off the strikes of Tsakopoulos as Tsakopoulos comes back to moving forward here. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten back to the grappling, but I think that could be an indicator on his cardio. Maybe he doesn't want to go there because it expends a lot of energy.
Does find some success clinching Leo Sabala up against the cage, giving Tsakopoulos ring control, maybe a little bit of time to breathe, but El Nino de Oro shucks him off and gets it back to the striking domain. If you're Leo Sabala, do you direct any attention down to the midsection? Do you increase your shots to the body, knowing that Tsakopoulos might be fading?
I definitely think if I'm Sabala, I'm attacking the body. You definitely want to be smart about it. But at this point, looking at my opponent, I can see that he's wearing it. He's tired. Let's pump the body up, see if we can get the hands to drop to go up top.
Tsakopoulos lifts and brings Leo Sabala down directly into side control. This is exactly what Angelo Tsakopoulos has been searching for this entire fight, David.
Tsakopoulos, he just kind of baited Sabala into the hand game up top, exchanging punches, changes levels, drives through that double leg. Now he's in a great position here with side control on top of Sabala. Sabala doing a great job, pumping the hips up, swimming out, back to his feet now. If I'm Sabala, I want to break and create distance. Tsakopoulos wants to sit here and make Sabala carry his weight.
Oh, head kick inside the pocket from Sabala. Tsakopoulos just salt and pepper on these punches, touching up Sabala. Final minute of round number 4.
Under a minute left here.
And you can see Angelo Tsakopoulos just wants to maintain contact here with Sabala. He does not want any degrees of separation.
No, and he's doing just that, marching forward, peppering the shots. Sabala has to be careful about entertaining this type of fight this late in the rounds, this late in the fight. I would hate for him to lose rounds because of optics. When he's doing a great job moving laterally, countering, he looks phenomenal.
But we talk about the surgeon's methodical approach here, right? Just chipping away at Sabala, and with all of these light strikes, all of these knees to the body, right? What is Sabala's wear and tear, his stamina at this point in the game, David?
Well, right now we have to bring that into a question. We've noticed, I think, the biggest indicator for him is the lack of movement within his feet. Yeah, we're seeing a lot more showmanship, a lot more energy as far as expression is concerned, but he's really stopped moving laterally, and I think that's what was separating him from Tsakopoulos up to this point.
It could potentially all come down to this, the 5th and final round. If you're Angelo Tsakopoulos' corner, what are you instructing him ahead of these 3 final minutes?
If I'm Tsakopoulos, I'm like, hey, let's get to the takedown and hold him down. Let's just hold him. Position, ground and pound. That's it. As we see, he had success here. Beautiful double leg. Sabala was able to get back up and get to his feet. But with the energy that Sabala is bringing, you definitely want to do whatever you can to contain that. I feel like Sabala has the advantage on the feet. So if I'm Tsakopoulos, let's close the distance. Let's get our hands on this guy, drag him down to the ground, make him work there.
Shoulders out.
This 5th and final round brought to you by Diamante Eyewear, best eyewear in the luxury game. That man, Leo Sabala, could be 3 minutes removed from wearing the amateur APFC lightweight title, but Angelo Tsakopoulos, with his fundamental, unstoppable, juggernaut-like approach, wants to have that hardware around his waist all the same. 3 minutes remain. More patient start here than any round so far, David.
Both of these guys just kind of waiting as we see Tsakopoulos marching forward as he has been pretty much this entire fight. Sabala looking a little more fresh on his feet here in the movement department.
Beautiful right hand from Sabala. Tsakopoulos, though, just pushing forward after it.
Sabala did a great job, feinted the jab, pulled it back through the right hand behind it. Landed right there on Tsakopoulos, right where it needed to be, but Tsakopoulos is not detoured. But Sabala with the takedown of his own. What a way to flip the script. Let's see how the grappling-heavy Tsakopoulos feels on his back.
And you can see Angelo Tsakopoulos trying to frame and create some space here. Clearly does not like Leo Sabala on top of him.
1:50 here to work for Sabala. I think this was a great move for him to put Tsakopoulos on his back. Let's land some ground and pound, look to advance.
And to your point,
Don't
Leo,
grab the fence! Blue, let's go to the fence!
Tsakopoulos trying to wall walk and get his way out of this. Maybe isolating that right arm of Leo Sabala.
If you're Sabala right now, you just want to posture up. Try to slide your arm out slowly but surely. Maintain the position here. Watch for the leg locks.
Nice positional awareness from Sabala. Tries to get a hook in. Tsakopoulos wise to it. 1 minute, 10 seconds remain in this amateur lightweight title fight. And to your point, David, a huge flipping of the script from Leo Sabala as he's turned into a very successful grappler here in the 5th and final round.
You know, this is MMA. You got to be able to do it all. And you talk about 5 rounds, that's a lot of fighting. You know, that's 5 rounds of punching and kicking. Why not add some grappling in there to the mix?
45 remain. Can Leo Sabala continue to ride this success to the scorecards and leave it up to the judges? Or will El Niño de Oro try and create a stoppage?
Nice
Beautiful.
head kick there by Sabala.
But the surgeon unfazed as he storms back into the pocket. No wear and tear on him whatsoever.
If I'm Sabala, a takedown would be great right now. However, Tsakopoulos took my advice, able to close out the next 13 to 12 seconds on the back here of Sabala.
Final 10, Leo Sabala trying to somersault, ends up on top, pounding away at Angelo Tsakopoulos.
Just pure grit by Sabala. Just stays in the fight. The energy that this kid brings is exciting to watch, no matter the predicament.
And great sportsmanship displayed by both competitors after 5 hard-fought rounds. It was a clash of 2 very distinct styles. You had the creative, flashy showmanship of Leo Sabala and the workmanlike effort from Angelo Tsakopoulos, David.
Man, both of these guys, it was the irresistible force versus the immovable object. Sabala, the irresistible force, brought the energy throughout all 5 rounds, while Tsakopoulos just kept moving forward. It could not be moved or detoured. This was an exciting one to watch, definitely a championship caliber fight.
Both guys will benefit from those 5 rounds and become better for it. The question remains, will Leo Sabala's win streak continue and find his 4th consecutive, or will Angelo Tsakopoulos make it 3 in a row? And I gotta say, I love that multicolored amateur title. Judges are tallying. The Potawatomi audience chanting Leo's name, indicating that they believe their hometown hero will have gotten it done in the backyard. Michael Hansen arrives inside the cage. All right, let's make it official and send it inside to handsome Michael Hansen.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds, we go to the scorecards. And our first judge sitting at cage side scored the fight, 49-46, Tsakopoulos. Another judge had it, 48-47, Sabala. And our third judge at cage side scored the fight, 48-47, for your winner by split decision. And now the undisputed APFC lightweight champion, El Niño de Oro, Leo Sabala!
By razor-thin margins, but successful all the same, El Niño de Oro gets the job done in the backyard. Now the new amateur lightweight champion, David Evans.
Man, what a stellar performance by Leo Sabala. He brings the energy every time. And I mean, he just fights in every segment of the fight. Standing, grappling, on the ground, in between rounds. You know, just exciting to watch here. You had a tough opponent in Tsakopoulos who came out very grappling heavy, constantly moving forward. Definitely was no small task by any means. However, Sabala answered the call, tested his will, and fought his fight. And he walks out of here the new APFC lightweight champion.
El Niño de Oro claims gold at the Potawatomi. Indomitable fighting spirit. It was close. Maybe we'll have to run it back, but either way, that man, Leo Sabala, is finally the amateur APFC lightweight champion.